names are on the lanes. Mine has decided to go first. On the other pair, it's Richie to go first on the left lane. It's match play style. You can start your first game, Stepladder. Good luck.
Welcome back to the first match of match play. They're gonna play match play, and we are watching Mike Ginge versus Jenny Wegner, of course. And Mai is first in match play to start up there. And on the other side we see Richie to go first against Larsen. You saw they were all practicing together. Also Pasi and Birgit started practicing on this lane to get the feeling for the lane, but they will both have their own lane on lane 5 and 20 in a minute to have their own practice. We're gonna do as much picture in picture as we can. Great first shot from Richie Teece. Larsen is going to throw his first shot. Small 10 pin, almost left at 2-8-10. Jenny Wegner with her first shot. We saw Mai striking as well, first shot. She hits light, work for the 2-8-10. Going back to Martin on his 10 pin. And that's a miss right away for him. That's not a great start. He can max out for 279 at this point. Still, of course, but Jenny on her split takes out the 2-8. So like I said, it's match play, so it's up to Martin to throw another frame right now. He started off with 2 frames, and he will finish up the 9 and 10 as well. And then Richie will have just 10 frame left. I think they tossed for it, to be honest, because I see Richie was number 3 seeded and Mai was number 1 seeded. So they probably tossed about the lanes and about the person who was gonna start. We saw Jenny leaving another 2-8. Well, we're going to the second shot of Richie. That's a pretty nice shot again. He's on a roll, looks like it. Jenny for her 2-8. And she takes only the 8 pin, so she's starting out with 2 opens. And it's up to Mai to see what she's gonna do about it with 2 frames next. Richie Teece on the 3rd frame. It was a little slower, a whole kilometer to be honest, and he leaves a 4-9 there. Mai on her second shot. Let's see, looks good, and it is good. Back to Richie on his 4-9. Takes out only 4 pin. And let's take another look. Oh, he did make it actually. We didn't see that one. Oh, they do discuss it here at the moment. So this is the discussion we got going on between the tournament director and the players here at the moment, because apparently he spared the 4-9 with help from the sweep, and even Pasi is talking with them at this point. So they discussed, and we don't have a replay unfortunately, otherwise we would have known at this point. And even the ladies, the woman, they decided to stop for a second and watch out. It wouldn't count like we thought before, because probably the pin was set in motion by the sweep, and when the pin bounces back and it hits the sweep and then goes back to the end again, it doesn't count. So that was an interesting start of this game. Mai took her time and started out with 3 strikes as well. Alright, so we got some... How did either the 4 or 9 not fall then? Holland's very flat. What a spare, yeah. Well, that's the question at this point. Was it a spare or was it not a spare? What do you guys think? You guys might have seen it. I was working on the replay, so I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. Jenny missed the headpin, another wash out for her. Martin Larsen. 9 miss and a double. Richie Teece double, and then that open in the 3rd frame. That gave us a little discussion early on in this game already. Martin Larsen, 4th frame. Takes them all. Back to the washout from Jenny, and she takes 3, so she starts with 3 opens at this point. She has 26 for 3, and Mai started with 3 strikes. We got some dead wood on 15. Oh, it's already removed. Richie, how is he gonna recover after the discussion that followed just a minute ago? Jenny is taking her time on the other side to discuss with Ida Andersson at this point what she needs to do to get the strikes in as well. Richie, good shot, great shot. Back with the speed, 26.5, last ball was 24.6. Almost 2 kilometers per hour difference. Jenny Wegner went through the nose, 2 light hits, and now she went through the nose for a 3-6. Last shot of Richie again. And she does pick it up. Not really secure though, but she did. Richie, 5th frame. Looks good again. A little far to the outside, leaving a 7-9. Ooh. Almost we could have got another discussion, because the same thing happened probably. I saw a pin coming back and almost got the 8 pin out there. So ooh. Well, if it would have hit the sweep again when it came to the front, and it would have gone back, because the sweep is in motion at that point, and it would have gone back to the 8 pin, it wouldn't count again, and we would have had the same discussion probably. You can always try, of course. So what did Mai leave? She left 4 on the right side, looks like it. Went through the nose or something. 3, 6, 9, 10. Let's see how she's gonna pick it up. Is she? She does pick it up. Not the way she wanted it probably, but she did pick it up. And we saw Pasi, well you didn't see it, but you heard it probably, throw a ball in the gutter because he had some dead wood himself on his practice lane, lane 20. While we were watching Martin Larsen on his 5th frame. Decent shot, almost had a 7-10, but the messenger took out the 7 and the 10 pin. Let's take another quick look at that shot. It was a good shot. The ball deflected a little bit to the 9 pin, and that's why he needed a messenger. And he walks it off to lane 15 for his next shot. Mai. Ooh, almost left a 4-10. She got lucky by just a 10. Back with Martin. Beautiful shot there for Martin. So Martin is on 99 and 9. And Richie is on 84 and 5. With 2 unlucky shots on lane 15. Mai for her 10 pin. No problems there. Richie on lane 16. Ooh, little light hit. Takes out the 2-7 late though. Let's see, lane 15 had a 4-9 and an 8-10 on his last 2 shots on this lane. Where Jenny is having big troubles, depends on how you want to say it. Big problems on lanes 11 and 12. And it looks like she already kind of gave up after 5 frames on Mai. It's a big difference, gonna be tough to get closer. We got a pattern out here that's a little bit the same as what we used for the Bronze Schietspoel tournament. They just flatten it out a little bit to make it a little tougher for the players. I think you can find it on the website as well, ebtmasters2014.eu, and which he did double on 15. Another late 4-9 though, but Martin started with it with the misser of the 10 pin, and then he had 5 strikes in a row so far. Will he make, oh wow, it was way to the inside at first already, and I could sort of, I couldn't hear exactly what he said, but he said something like the worst shot ever, I think, because it was like really on the inside. But at the end it was still a hard solid 8, I think. So Martin can strike out for 258. Richie Teece can strike out for 234. Martin on the way to do strike out. We got Mai with her spare conversion, no problems there. She has a solid lead, she has 112 and 5, where Jenny Wegner has 65 and 5 with a strike in 6. Richie Teece, big shot to stay in the match. Then it's only a 20 pin game. That's one misser or 2 spares. But it was a light hit. Got lucky, the 8 pin fell off, but still a 10 pin there. And that seals this match. And the other match is pretty much sealed already as well. Especially with this great strike from Mai that we unfortunately missed, but we see the last shot of Richie when he got lucky to take the 8 pin out. And we see the deadwood as a result of that. Let's see what he does on this 10 pin. No problems there. Jenny on lane 12, if she wants to put on some pressure, she has to do it right now. She does it. And now I'm a little bit wondering why she struggled the first 3 frames, 4 even. She started out with 2 2/8s, 1 even with a 10 pin with it, then a washout. And then she went to the nose in the 4th frame. And then from frame 6 on, it looks like she recovered a little bit. This is a 1 game. So the winner of this game will move on to the championship match. Richie on his spare. He did make it. He can strike out for 198. Martin Larsen only needs a mark, not even, to make that 198. Jenny Wegner left this 10 pin. She can strike out for 194. Mai can strike out for 252. So both matches are sealed, both matches are done. Well, we still need a few frames to play, but number 1 seeded at the woman, Birgit Poppler, is gonna face my Ginge-Jensen in the final match for the EBT Masters 2014 for the woman. And for the man, it's gonna be Martin Larsen right here against the number 1 seed, Pasi Uotila. Martin Larsen throws an extra strike there. This was the one before on lane 16. Little high, almost maybe a 7-9. Takes them all out. Absolutely good effort from Richie. He's been playing well all day actually. Almost another 7-9 for Martin. This time the 7 pin gets out of the way, and there was just a 9 pin left for him. I see Pasi playing around a little bit, practicing his 7 pin, his 10 pin, just making sure he's not gonna miss anything against Martin Larsen in this big final next coming up, because he knows one miss can cost me. Like Martin did in this game. He started off with a missed 10 pin. Mai has a 2-pin, but she sealed the match as well, so just waiting. Pasi's already getting here. You can see that in the front. Getting ready. No problems on this 2-pin for Mai. Round of applause for Richie. Jenny in her 10th frame, and I see Mai getting up as well. Officially that's not match play, but since the game is played, they will allow it. Normally Mai had to wait until Jenny finished her whole 10th frame. But this match was already over, so there was no reason for her to wait. Mai with her 9-pin, no problem. Mai is gonna shoot around 220, and Jenny finishes up with a good strike, 174. But also she deserved a big round of applause. And Mai with her last shot. Oh, went through the nose. Will not be too happy about that, I think, but
Okay, we have our finalists. With the ladies, it's my Ginge going through to the final. She will play against Birgit Poppler, and on the men's side, it's Martin Larsen who will play Pasi Uotila. Both players on each pair will get 2 practice balls, practice frames, sorry.
so we're going to the final matches. With me, Jessica Thomas joined me.
Hello everyone.
She was one of the Dutch players that played today. You became 5th.
Yeah,
Great job.
yeah,
I think you're proud of yourself with that.
yeah, I'm very happy with that result.
I think you should be indeed, especially with all these great players.
Yeah, yeah, I think I'm the only one who hasn't bowled any European events, as in representing their country in the last 5-6 years. I was the only one who didn't do that, so I think I should be happy. In the end, 21 pins wasn't that much, and I bowled 2 really bad games, but I did.
Yeah, you fought back at one time. We saw in the live stream that you were fighting back like really hard, but then you threw another bad game indeed, and
Yeah.
well, that's just the way it goes. Let's focus on these 2 matches for now, because we got on the women's side a pretty interesting match.
Yes.
With the everlasting silver Birgit Poppler.
And Mai, who has been really one of the best women bowlers in Europe for the past 15 years for me. So those are 2 of Europeans' best women. It's going to be a very good match.
They're going to get a few frames practice, not the full 10 minutes anymore, because they had some practice, but because Pasi and Birgit came from another lane, they just need to figure out just in a few shots from what is this lane doing again, what's the difference between the 2 lanes again. And right now we saw Martin taking out a 10 pin in practice because he missed one in the first frame of the first game, so they gave him an applause for it, that he made it.
The first match wasn't so exciting between Jenny and Mai.
No, that match was like over in 4 frames already when
Jenny shot 3 splits in the first 3
well,
frames.
she started with a 2-8-10 and a 2-8 indeed, and then she had a washout.
Oh yeah.
And then she went on the fourth frame, she went through the nose.
Yeah.
So that was over in 4 frames indeed. And on this side, at first I thought, I don't know if you've seen it, but there was right away a discussion about
but
did he make it or didn't he make that 4-9?
But I didn't see what happened, so I can't.
I was focusing on the replay for the 4-9, so I didn't see him making the spare either.
Oh,
but
yeah.
what I heard from Pasi and the discussion going on around here, that the pin did hit a sweep in motion, and when the sweep is in motion,
then it's not valid.
It doesn't count. So
yeah. Well, I mean, Kim was here as well, and I think they also asked him the question what the rule was. So I guess
and they talked about it, and Pasi was already practicing on 20, but he saw it as well, and he said, "This is what happened," and it was a nice discussion, but at the end it didn't count. So
that was unfortunate. For
2 frames later, almost exactly the same thing happened for Richie with the 8-10.
Okay.
He left an 8-10 and he took the 10 pin out and it came back all the way as well, but the sweep didn't go down fast enough.
Our sweeps are slow.
Yeah, we got really slow sweeps here in Tilburg indeed.
So
all right,
going to
so
start.
the man decided to start this match, and that is Martin to start off this match play, and he went through the nose, got lucky the 10 got out, just a 3 pin left. I think we got like around 40-50 people on the stage here still watching.
That's not so bad actually for a Monday.
Exactly. And I think we got around 300 people watching the live stream at this point. Well, we went down a little bit, but we're still like around 220. So please share it. We're still online for like the next 25 minutes. That's how long this game is going to take about.
Oh, and Birgit started with a split.
With
also.
a 2-8-10.
2-8-10.
Yes.
Actually, she and Mai were bowling the last 6 games together.
True story. And they both went pretty high. And
Yeah.
Birgit struck out the last game
To
get
overtake.
exactly to get top seeded. Because I already on the stream said like, alright, it's gonna be my top seeded, and then all of a sudden Birgit had a row of strikes. I thought, oh no, I might have been wrong. Okay, we see Pasi going for his second shot.
So I think Pasi was a bit distracted.
So we will see my shot first. There she is, her first shot of this game. Perfect shot,
strike.
yeah.
I actually
Second.
think for her it was good that she bowled the match before this, just to be warm. Oh, there goes Pasi.
Second shot for Pasi. Looked a little far to the outside if you ask me, but all 10 pins are down, so that's what he probably wanted.
I'm sure that's what he wanted.
Second shot of Martin. This championship match.
Oh, that was really good.
That was a good shot actually. We see a quick replay of the last shot from Pasi. It was good actually.
It was exactly what he wanted it to be. Your second shot. All 10 down as well. Here goes Martin.
Looks good.
Oh,
Little light hit. All the pins flew to the 7 and it took them out.
it does look like light hits carry a bit easier than shots that go. Doesn't push as much.
Well, but also if you have like kind of a nose hit, you still have a chance to strike here as well. And that's what we saw in qualifications. But yeah, light hits are pretty
Birgit with a
good.
strike. So yeah, well, there are a lot of 9 pins here, so it doesn't push as easy as you think it would. There's Pasi. Oops. Speaking of light hits, this one didn't carry.
Left at 2-7.
See if Birgit can double up.
After that 2-8-10 in the first frame, she's in her third frame right now. Looks good. Light hit.
Very good.
We were just talking about it.
Pasi picks up the spare. He doesn't look too happy.
Back to Mai. She started off with 2 strikes. This is her third frame. She was second to start this match play, so she will be the first to throw her 10th frame.
Oh, what a 9 pin. That's what I meant with balls not pushing through the pins.
It was a little high indeed and it just didn't push through enough. Back to Pasi. Little far to the outside.
Oh,
Light hit for a 2-pin. He might have got lucky that it's just a 2-pin. Not a washout or anything like that.
or a 210.
Or 210 indeed. Mai, no problems on this 9-pin of course. And the same should be the case for Pasi on this 2-pin. On this level, a
Picks it
single
up
pin
easily.
shouldn't be any problems anymore. Martin on lane number 16. Little far to the inside.
Oh,
Good shot though.
looks like he threw it a bit faster, and it held.
And a little bit more to the inside with a little hold there. Looked like it indeed. Let's see what Mai does. Light hit for a 2-8. No,
Yes.
no 10 pin. No. That's hard to see sometimes from this angle.
Yeah, because we're sitting on the right side of the lane. I feel like lane 11 tends to go a bit longer. I've seen Birgit just shot 2-8-10 on lane 11, and now Mai leaves a 2-8, and then Jenny also left the 2-8-10 in her first game.
Light hit from Martin here, leaving an 8 pin. And Mai does pick up the 2-8. And she's at 67 in 3. And that's an even match at this point, if Birgit throws another strike.
Yep.
Right here, Martin has a 10-pin lead, going through 4 or 5 frames, depending a little bit on what Pasi he's going to do on his next shot.
See if Birgit can make it triple.
She closed the gap. If she does,
Oh, did you see that? The 4-pin tripped. Sure she liked that shot.
Pasi had a 2-7 last shot on this lane, but
Very
this
good
was a good
strike from
shot.
Pasi.
So he is at 87 for 4 with a strike in 5, and Martin is at 99 in 4 with a spare in 5.
Birgit can take the lead with another strike here.
Looks too far to the out, and another 2-8-10. I don't think this was because of the lane though.
No, this one was a bit wide.
Like right off her hand, it went to the outside indeed. Pasi in frame 6. With a double, he can make up some pins again. From Martin. Ooh,
Wow.
great shot from Pasi.
That hit really hard in the pins.
And Birgit only takes 1 out of the 2-8-10, and that cost her 2 pins, to be honest, after a double. So let's hope she's not gonna lose in 2 pins.
Yeah.
We see Martin waiting for Mai to go first, even though there are like 6 lanes between them. And they are the only 2 playing in this bowling center at the moment, but that's okay.
You know.
We
that
got plenty of time
exactly,
today.
Exactly. And Mai does like to take her time. So
Oh, absolutely. But we're still on schedule though. Looks like a good shot to me. Oh, it's a perfect
it was
shot.
really good.
So now we need to focus on Martin then. Light hit, 2-10. So that's what I just said. With the double for Pasi, he's taking over the lead again. Let's see what happened on that shot. Just a little too wide. A little light hit gives you a 7. Or 8-10, I'm sorry. 2-10. What is he gonna do? He's gonna take none, but almost took 2. And that's just a 1 pin difference by taking none or 1. So that's not that big of a deal.
Well, you can still
Sure.
win with 1 pin.
Sure, but his intention was to make it,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
not just to take one in this case.
Yeah.
Not go for the count, but make it and make it count. Mai working on a strike, 6th frame. A little bit too far to the outside, weak 10 for her there. We're going to Martin. Frame number 7 here. Leaves a 6-10. And this is the chance for Pasi to get over.
Yeah. Mai is, if she spares this, she'll be ahead by 26 pins over Birgit.
Yeah, with a spare in 6, if Birgit strikes in 6 as well, it might be only 20 pins, but it's about a 20-25 pin lead for Mai indeed, if she makes the spare.
And she
of
does,
course
of course.
she does. And the same we're gonna see from Martin on this 6-10, no problems there.
Nice and fast.
Birgit is going up next. Look to the inside. Oh, good shot.
It was very nice.
I think she had a little bit of hole, but 26 pins. With a strike for Birgit and a spare for Mai. Pasi, frame number 7.
He didn't like that.
Light hit, leaving a 2 pin there. It's gonna give him with a spare 136 in 6 against 125 in 6 for Martin, so that's an 11 pin
Pins.
game.
Still close.
Birgit needs this double to stay in the match. Looks good. It is good.
She liked it.
Pasi, no problems on this 2 pin, of course. So this is 11 pins in the favor of Martin at this point. I'm sorry, of Pasi, of course. Because Martin just missed the 210.
Very quiet in the bowling
Well,
alley.
because it's pretty interesting matches as well, and
They're quite close.
we just want them to give, well, to have full focus.
So look at my.
She
Ooh,
wasn't too happy with it, but she
pulled it
struck,
in.
so
she pulled it in a bit. And she had a 9 pin the shot before, so probably she was thinking it was going to be a 9 pin again.
let's see Pasi. If he can put some pressure on Martin. With a great shot, he will.
Very nice.
But Martin is first to throw the... Oh, he's going to throw 8 and 9 indeed, and then it's Pasi first to finish the game.
They are discussing something with each other.
Well, they know each other pretty well, of course. So
Yeah.
they bowl a lot together as well.
I think Martin's gonna wait until my throws, so maybe we can switch the camera back to.
He will probably wait again indeed, just like he did last time. Probably because he wants all the attention on his ball, you know.
Most probably.
Like, look at me. Oh, my.
Very nice.
Martin did strike. Not the best shot of the game, but that's no problem. So it's still 11 pins. Birgit working on a double, and if she throws another one, and she
Yes.
does, she's in 121 in 6, and Mai is at 127 in 6. So this is just a 6-pin game. They both have a double, so that's out of the equation. Let's see if Martin can double. Martin doubles. And he's putting some pressure on Pasi, who's gonna finish the game first right now. And the same thing is gonna happen. Well, no, first Birgit is gonna put some pressure on Mai maybe with her 9th frame. Let's see. 2 9 frames coming up.
Birgit will go ahead, I think.
I think so too. She's already with the ball in her hands. Let's see this shot. It's a big shot for her. It's an important shot.
Oh, she's liking it.
Too light, maybe a little bit too hard.
Yeah, I think it left her hand really quick.
Leaving a 4-8 if I see that right.
Yep.
Pasi, is he gonna put some pressure on? If he strikes out, he will win for sure. Because he's still in the lead by 11 pins. But if this is not a strike...
Oh, that was a very nice shot.
Oh, Birgit misses the 4-8. Well, actually she misses only the 4-pin. But this opens the door for Mai. Mai can shoot out for 247. And Birgit can only shoot 207.
Yeah.
So that will probably seal the deal on the next shot.
Yeah, she's already on a 220 schedule. 210
Yeah,
schedule.
just by making 2 marks, she will already throw more than 207.
Yeah.
So Pasi's gonna wait again. So we're going back to Mai. Big shot for Mai. Anything but a big split will do for her, I think. But this is what
Yeah.
she prefers, of course.
That's enough. I think
Just a great shot.
that's enough for Mai to win.
Well, just keep it on the lane on the last frame and you're fine. So back to Pasi at this point.
Pasi needs to make it turkey.
Well, the double will do because it's 11 pins. So. But this first one is really important.
Oh!
He makes it.
First time he actually looks happy with his shot.
Let's see that shot again from Pasi, the last shot. Good shot. Little deflection to the 9-pin.
Nice twister pin action right there.
Mai, she just needs to keep it on the lane.
Yeah, that should do it.
That will do it. 7.
Already
If she
puts her
spares,
in 208
oh.
and Birgit can only shoot 207, so she doesn't even have to.
So it's another second place for Birgit, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, but you know.
She will win one day, that's for sure. Back to Pasi. Pasi needs this strike to be sure of the win.
Oh. So we have our men's winner as well. Pasi Uotila from Finland. wins the EBT Masters
Say that again?
2014. Uotila? Is it the right way?
I have no clue, to be honest. I'm saying all different things already the whole day, so I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Uotila.
Uotila?
I have no clue.
Uotila.
That was the last shot, the winning shot. Birgit. She
Birgit.
strikes out, hopefully. We got some dead wood on. Yeah, we got some dead wood on 15, but they don't give a shit anymore because probably the mechanic is already in the front as well. It has been a long week. We see Mai
Finishing it
double.
off. And Pasi. That was a good one.
246 for Pasi. And probably Martin is still willing to strike out at least, just for himself.
And Birgit as well.
Yeah, sure. You just want to have a good feeling at the end, of course. Oh, well,
Oh.
Martin doesn't care anymore. Let's see what Birgit does on her last shot. Strikes out for 207. She does.
Yeah.
Oh, and Martin misses another 10 pin.
Congratulations, Mai Ginge-Jensen and Pasi Uotila.
Okay, that
This is the
concludes
last
EBT
shot
Masters 2014.
with his plastic
Now
straight
we
through the
have
middle
a
from
prize
Pasi.
ceremony.
Please stay with us. We're gonna broadcast the prize ceremony. Luc Jansen and Kim Jensen will take care of it. I thank Jessica for being here with me.
Thanks,
I thank
Daniel.
Simon and Marco once again for the beautiful live stream of the whole week.
We will be
Thanks
taking
again, and
three
we will
from the
see you
women's
guys with our
department.
next
It's
event.
Jenny
Just
Wegner
follow us
from
on
Sweden.
Facebook and Twitter, Dutch Bowling TV Holland, YouTube channel, and you will find us. Have a great evening, and
Thanks for
please
watching.
stay tuned for the prize ceremony.
Bye.